Well, speaking of which, they already started. We're seeing a really good start. We just popped the saga by making it an island, which is gross. Oh, here, Kyle, I can project this for you. It's just been me, so I haven't had to have a projector.
Right.
Me and Damien have played this matchup a ton, and Damien was kind of sad to find it out. Am I playing through that? No, okay. I thought I heard my voice. Well, we played it a ton, and Damien was just a little sad because I'm like 7-3 against him or something. With him being on the play more times than me.
Spreading Seas on Saga is just so good.
Oh yeah, it makes me want to punch the drywall.
It kills me that Spreading Seas is so good.
Yeah, no, I tried to say that yesterday, and somebody's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Have you read Spreading Seas? It just makes my thing an island."
Yeah.
But we're playing like 4 in our main boards. Like, I feel like you can play anything else, but it's just so good that you have to play it. Yeah, it is so gross.
I mean, just cantrips too.
Yeah.
It's just so nice. You're not even down a card. Destroy a land or,
We're
mess up their mana and
Damien's not too stressed here, I think. I think he did miss a chance to potentially put this Kahira in hand. Because he has a counter spell. Mean has a cavern that he could potentially bounce. I can't see those dice. Prediction, yeah, you're right. Did I I keep closing the Twitch by accident. I don't need that to play.
I'll move Damien's dice.
I mean, I haven't worried about it because it's just comp, but 18, 17. Well, I've also been by myself, so I haven't felt like I've had a chance to run out there and do it. But so we're gonna hardcast Solitude. We're gonna get rid of this Dryad, which totally makes sense. Amin doesn't have a Valakut in hand, but he has Teleria West that he can go fetch a Valakut if he so chooses. He swings. He does not decide to block with the monkey. He'll just take it. I don't mean it.
Did its comma flip for mod yet?
No, he did not.
Or are you gonna do for mod its comma, or are you going to
No, he's going to be
save him
mod
up?
a little bit later, like in the finals, hopefully. That's what he said.
I still don't know how I legally adopt an adult, but whatever.
You just adopt him, homie. You said, you're mine.
Yep. I guess it won't be legal. We'll just
He is playing baby Karn.
Well, the good news is if I adopt its comma's in med school, I'll have a doctor in the family.
True.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're going to cast Counterspell on this Karn.
I just want an allowance, Dad.
I think we're looking at 2 lands and an Azusa in hand.
So Amin has some mana and stuff
He
available.
has a ton of mana. He just really needs something to do with it. We get in again. Damien, I think, understands it. He's trying to put himself out of range of like Valakut nonsense or Primeval Titan killing him nonsense, but we have a Soul 2, we have a Charm. We're not really losing to anything except the fact that he has a Cavern that he's bounced to his hand. So We know our counter spells are dead for the most part.
What was that?
What?
That Amin just drew.
Good question. I can't tell. A Karn. Okay, counterspell's not dead if you plays Karn. My bad. Like, I just knew in general that his counterspell is going to be kind of bad because he does have a cavern for whenever he draws like a creature threat. So good land here. One day we might buy this Kahira to give our creature vigilance. But we did buy it. Because swinging this Solitude with vigilance is a lot better than not swinging this Solitude with vigilance. Because it just gives us a protector basically. I mean, pretty well drawing dead, I believe. It's just kind of hard when you're at that point. You look at control with like 5 cards in hand. You know, one of the cards in your hand is like a cavern, so you can resolve a threat. But like, what's that threat really going to do if your opponent has a Solitude or any other answers to it? Like, obviously, the best one there would probably have been the Colossus to just like hopefully dump your handful of the lands, make a huge threat, untap your mana, be able to jam something else after. But we go on to game 2 while these guys sideboard.
So who won? I'm sorry.
Damien ended up taking it. I
Gotcha.
mean, drew an Explorer, cast an Explorer. Damien said, sure.
The standard game asked a question. Terran had a Hall of Storm Giants out, and Hardesty had a Field of Ruin, and he targeted the Hall of Storm Giants with the Field of Ruin, and Terran wanted to know if he activated Hall of Storm Giants, would the ward be in effect? And the answer is no, because the target already happened.
Yeah, it's already.
So
It's already been placed. I'm going to hop over for just a second. We'll come back to this. We're going to hop over to the Phoenix game. See what's happening here. We got a reader already. He-Ball's probably confused. Doesn't quite know what he's playing. Because not a whole lot of people play Pummeler. And from the looks of it, Connor has 9 energy.
that's a lot of energy. And that's Bristling Hydra. That card is freaking good.
Oh, it's lightning axed.
Hexproof.
And now it's hexproof.
So
Cue-Ball read the card not to do anything about it.
I played Bant Control Energy when Bristling Hydra was in Standard, and I day 2'd a GP beating Brad Nelson.
Oh yeah, cast that in a strategic planning. Or a treasure cruise. Oh my god, this is so gross.
That is gross. I flipped over just in time. Wow.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Elder Scar 90. Thanks for the follow. We appreciate it. See how I did that? See,
It was
how
great.
smooth I am?
It was smooth. In your smooth voice.
I just. Oh my.
Moondrius.
Moondrius?
Yeah, Moondrius. Thanks for the follow. What was it, Brick?
We
15,000?
appreciate it.
15,000 followers, and I have to get a tattoo?
Yeah, on your butt cheek.
I didn't know we were getting
No, chat gets to pick the placement, homie.
anatomically specific.
All right, that's pretty bad. Put the Press Federation hand. Put the other 2 in a bin. Or, never mind. I'm trolling. For some reason, I thought he copied that. Let's hop back over to the modern game though that we have been watching for a minute. This is. I've been back here trying my best. I keep forgetting to do like 1 or 2 things, and it's tilting. But this has been fun. One time I didn't update the records almost until like the game was over, and I was like,
Oopsie.
oopsie. I mean, the record matched the round I had it on, but like, wasn't actually true. Honestly, I hope its combo makes makes it to be a mod because he can set up my predictions.
I like it.
So it means, at least from what we are aware of, is on a mull to 6. It might be more. Okay. I mean, that was a snap decision. I didn't even have to think about it. I think we have the wide array of lands. We have an Amulet. I think there's a Baby Karn in hand. We have a Gruul. We have the red-white bounce land for sure.
Oh, no prismatic ending, so that Amulet is going to stick around.
This matchup gets a lot harder for Damien here. Because we just get to play a big Karn, our Baby Karn on turn 2. Probably going to activate a tick down, and I'm curious to see what he grabs here. Liquid metal coating. Makes sense. You just have this fast of a start. You can start next turn shutting off lands, blowing them up against your blue-white opponent. Seems pretty good. So Damien basically has to hold up a counter spell here. And Amin gets to do whatever he wants in general after this. Although I think Amin's hand outside of this is generally bad.
Yeah, this is going to get countered. I believe he has counterspell.
He did not have a counterspell.
Oh, he did not. That's a... Oh.
That, I believe, in my mind, we are just picking him up.
Yeah, that's probably game.
You had to have the counterspell there. Because Amin literally just gets to sit there and just put you down a land every single turn. The Chalice isn't going to do anything.
He can actually blow it up, can't? No. What's called?
Yeah. Because when it's in play, it's still a 0/0.
Right, so he can blow it up.
So he can, like,
if he...
pull it up. I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm wrong on that. But, I mean, you don't even care. You're just going to sit here and just blow up every single land that he plays.
Right. And he did it again.
The only out Damien could have would be to draw a land and then prismatic ending the liquid metal coating. And at that point, you've let Amin draw like 5 or 6 cards.
Yeah.
And just do whatever you want. Had to have counterspell.
That was a very fast start and just absolutely shut Damien off.
Yep. Here's how those go sometimes. So we're going to hop back over to the Phoenix game while they do the... Okay. We're not going to hop back to this game.
Master
Standard?
Spy Original, thanks for the follow.
We're at standard. There's a... You see what I'm talking about? Like, look how many cards are in Terran's graveyard. And
That's good stuff. It means they're playing Magic.
That means they're just licking walls is what that means, dude. They're literally not doing anything. They're just playing land and pass.
Terran actually turned and licked the wall.
I just don't get it. We better not be shuffling my Force of Vigor like this. I'll fight it. I was kidding. That's not a bad shuffle.
Aaron's like, why is the live on air sign not on?
Cause, bro, I was doing this for like 4 hours. And I forgot to turn it off.
My bad. What a sentence.
Is that my licking the walls one?
So we have, yeah, wall licking.
Oh, my God. It's literally still here. I don't know why it went away. I didn't.
It happens.
It was on the wrong page. I'm hungry.
We had 12 teams today.
Yep. So 12 teams. So 36. Why was I saying 38?
Sorry, Bjork, on the commercials, but I mean, hey,
bro, it's Twitch's policy on me. Like, I can't.
We even have them turned off.
I have
Which is weird. They still
I
do
have
them.
the commercials as turned off as I can get them turned off.
Yeah.
Like that is all I can do. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just like trust me, bro. It's. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I could be wrong, but I think if somebody can correct me. But I know on some channels, if you were subbed, and I think you might have to be partnered to do it. If you're subbed to the channel, I don't think you get ads. I could be wrong though. Somebody else might be able to clarify that because I'm not subbed. I just yeah. So T-Bib says he does not get ads. So hey, have you ever heard of Twitch Prime? Oh, it's so funny. So Ruck Master is Rajan's kid. So that's why I told him to shut up. But yeah, you ever heard about Twitch Prime? If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account and get a free subscription to your favorite streamer every 30 days. So you can sub with your own money or use Jeffrey Bezos. Completely up to you. I just think it's so funny that Rock's just giving it to him, which is kid. It's like jabbing him. Yeah, and then get access to cool emotes, and there will be more to come, hopefully. Oh. Never mind. Staff. So far, Damien's pretty happy. He hasn't seen an amulet come in, I would imagine. Like a hype emote? What would we want it to be? Because obviously, like, I could just do, like, the words hype, right? But, like, we need something else, you know? Yo, Kyle, you gonna give us a picture of you being hype? Obi-Wan Kenobi.
A hype emote? Yeah, I'll message Paul right now.
Oh, okay. Just don't talk to the graphics designer sitting in the room with you. But that's fine.
Oh, Paul's made most of the emotes. I'm sorry, Mr.
No, I don't want to
Designer.
talk about it. I won't make any emotes.
I don't want to talk about it either.
I've just made our layout and everything else like that. I'm pissed. I'm not actually that mad. Oh,
You're welcome, bud.
Damien's so happy he had to counterspell this time around. Oh, and there's a baby Tef. Which, there's two baby Tefs, Prismatic Ending and Big Tef in hand, I believe. Yeah, we just have to get that out, bro. Our opponent's sitting on a one lander and it's a Valakut. Like, you're not in like any real threat here unless he has a crazy hand, which Arboreal Grazer kind of helps, I think. Apparently we need Pog. Wait, a me Pog? Like a picture of me that's Pog? Can't be me, homie. It can be Kyle. You can have Kyle do it. So now I'm a big fan of playing this stuff. Cause even again, like I don't think you're too stressed out even if he ever plays a Karn here. Damn it. You are wheeling expensive cards. Stop it. See how fast he's flipping them? There is no way. This kid is in college. Stop trying to bend your cards in half, kid. Just, oh. You ever watch me sucker punch Damien?
I would love to see it. Looks like, feels like Damien's way ahead here.
Yeah. The Amulet getting Prismatic Ending is pretty fortunate, and then having the counter spell up.
Playing another Tef and bouncing the Saga.
Yeah, which is also messed up, by the way. Just setting your opponent back and land every time. While like this big Tef is just slowly getting to range.
Yeah.
Yep, because so the way that Baby Tef is worded, Baby Tef says you can bounce a creature, artifact, or enchantment. It does not specify that you cannot bounce a land or planeswalker. So if obviously you can't do it on your opponent's turn, but like lands and things like that, there are enchantments and lands. It has just the enchantment text on it, so you can actually bounce it. It's the same when Nissa makes a land into a creature. Teferi can also bounce it. Yeah, no, it's mental. Like, it is wild. But for example, a card that can't do that, it's like Brazen Borrower. Because it specifically says like non-land permanent or something like that. So if it has land in it, it cannot bounce it, but Fairy is wild. His is also in Japanese, so he can do whatever he wants. You think it means stopping him? Probably not. Is this... So he does have an amulet play. He's probably doing the math for the turn. I believe I see a pact. The only problem is you are jamming it. You are jamming it into a instant speed prismatic ending. A supreme verdict. Like... I would assume we tried to pass our turn.
He did. And
okay, because the only reason why is because I was like, well, he doesn't get priority until Mean does something that allows him to gain priority. So, which he passing turn, going through your phases, is a way to do that. Mean at this moment, he's like far behind, but he's not so far behind that I think it's not winnable. I also think we uptick our Teferi first to see if we don't draw a better land. Like a Hall or a Colonnade, which we have Colonnade in play, that we can also activate the block if we ever need to. Endurance being flashed in, which is like
can't flash it in. Is it his turn?
Yeah, so homie. I don't think that's missable.
Whose turn is it right now?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask.
Okay. Yeah, they got it. Who won the middle game? Looks like they're done.
Connor won.
Connor got it.
You literally look like dang it, Quentin.
No, Hardesty 2 owed me, so I hope they lose.
Nah, bro. Hardesty got cheese last game. So I kind of hope Hardesty's team wins just for the fact that like, or just sit out there, I guess. Yeah, he got as I was on my way out the door. I do like a means construct tokens.
Yeah.
The windmill, or whatever. We're gonna jam a Titan. It's gonna get countered. Most likely, what do we have in hand? Yeah, he knows this. The fairy's gonna ult. We're gonna cycle a Shark Typhoon. We're gonna start exiling stuff. We have an instant speed verdict that we don't have to worry about anything being too threatening. It's just over at that point.
Yeah. So now they're over to the standard game.
While you do the standard game, I'm gonna go grab my food.
Okay, let me know what the situation is over there.
I'll try. Prediction.
I lost. T-Pips, I lost it all again. I'm cursed.
Lost it to Kyle, no less. Cringe.
No, did I pick UW? I thought I picked Amulet.
I don't know what
Oh no, I did win.
you're the best, dude. Okay,
Look at that.
They're on a different game, but never mind. I'll get it, bro. Don't you worry. I'll get it, bro. Don't you worry.
Look at you. Thanks, Brick.
I'll tell you what the game is, and then all you have to do is hit the logos.
Hopefully, this game, we got 22 minutes left in the round. Hopefully, this game's only like game 2, so we have something to watch for a while. So, typical control versus control here. A bunch of lands.
Terran's up 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah. So right side should have 1, and left side should have 1.
Yep, got it. So, blue-red. Blue-red is up with 1-0 over Demir control. And it looks like I was saying there a second ago, typical control, we got a bunch of lands on both sides with handfuls of stuff and nobody's done much. Although Hardesty does have, it looks like a bunch of man lands out there. I see 2 Hall of the Storm Giants. It looks like the Hive. Divide by 0. Yep. Back to hand. Terran's going to learn. That is the teachings spell that he went and got. That's going to, if he has less cards in hand than opponent, he gets to draw 2. And if he has 4 or less, then he gets to, if he has 4 less than opponent, he gets to draw 3. Mystical teachings, I think, or something. Test of Talents. That's what that card is. Oh my. What is the card that he is exiling, though? Thank you. Yep, go blank. Thank you, it's comma. That is target player discards 2 cards and exile their graveyard. So definitely something Terran wants to nab. Three cards in hand for Hardesty. Divide by 0 looks like is 1. Blood Chief's Thirst. Smoldering Egg for Terran. Terran with only 5 lands. There's 3 lands off of that. One's going to go to hand, one's going to go to exile, one on the bottom. So I feel like Terran is ahead right here. Especially he has that mystical teachings. He's going to be able to refill his hand. Okay, that's the Hermit. He can sack that, counter a spell. Oh, that's a good question. Um, Sealed layer shocks. I personally like the Infinity shocks better. Um, Value wise, I'm not sure what will end up with more value. I think it's a preference thing on what you want to hold. But I am definitely nabbing a play set of the Infinity shocks. Oh, so I should get on it here. We need to go. Are you thinking about doing that, it's comma? Are you thinking about uh picking up the Infinity then? Yeah. Terran activating Hall of Storm Giants. Fading Hope. He's gonna have to pay 3. So I'm not. I think the ward was missed there. I'm not real sure what happened. Yeah, that the foiling always scares me. I agree. You never know if it's good foiling or bad foiling. Regardless, though, I'll get a play set of each and throw them in a binder and hope they don't curl too bad. Lier, that's oh, I hate that card. So I thought Terran was ahead a little bit, and now I feel like that is not the case. Hard to see with 2 cards in hand, 2 mana untapped right now, but he does have Lier out, which is going to let him recast anything in the graveyard. So right now there's only 3 spells in the graveyard, but Fading Hope is 1. Dude, bring it down here. When you get out of school and you get a little bit of a break, drive down here, and I'll buy your stuff. So Terran's going to draw a couple of cards, create a couple of tokens, a couple of treasures. So Terran's going to divide by 0. Hardesty's creature. Hey, we love all cards. We buy absolutely everything. I mean, a lot of stores can't do that. It's really tough, but we have an online store, and so we have our own website and we sell through TCG Player. But I feel like it's healthy for the Magic community to know that they have a store that they can bring their cards to and sell. I really like to let players know that their cardboard is good here. So Terran life totals aren't really being adjusted out there. He wrote it down on the paper. Grindy standard match. Control versus control. Terran's up 1-0. This is important because this is the last game in their match. This is the last one. So their teams are 1-1 right now. So this is the deciding match. And if Terran wins, this is game 2. If Terran wins, they take it. If Hardesty wins, they have to go to game 3. And with 11 minutes left, I have a feeling they're not going to get it in. So he's divide by zeroing the mascot exhibition. So I think Terran maybe already made a land drop. He was going to play a land, but I 100% agree with you. It's comma. Can't waste money on mailing and all that stuff. I'm just trying to bribe you to come down here and visit us. Okay, there they go. Adjusted the life totals 16 to 18. Field of Ruin on the Hall of Storm Giants that Terran has. We got a reader. Terran reading it for second time. I actually love sealed product. I buy it all, bud. Anything the shop can get its hands on. So I believe, is that a mascot exhibition in Hardesty's hand? Oh, flashing in the Hallbreaker Horror. That might do it. That's could be trouble. Memory Deluge. Okay. Terrence says, hold up. Deluge is such a good card. Absolutely love it. Teammates weighing in. I see the hands pointing and they're helping their teammates out. That's what's fun about. Probably the most fun I've ever had at a GP was a team sealed in Cleveland. Oh, and he ripped a divide by 0 off of the Deluge. Nice. Now he's going to learn. So I like that Terran has Hullbreaker in hand, though. I feel like this is going to be a problem for Hardesty. And I would actually... Hardesty has 2 lands. Terran knows 3 of his 4 cards. I would think... Honestly, I would probably jam it right now before he draws and untaps. Because it makes all your other spells able to bounce. It's just like Divide by 0. It's not even a counter. It just returns it to hand. So we have Lier. So he's opting for the Lier. Makes everything in his graveyard live. So maybe he's going that route in Hullbreaker next turn. Looks like he has a Fading Hope in hand as well. What a pressure game here. This is such a high pressure game. Both teams trying to make the top 4. I believe whoever wins is in. But I don't know if they draw. I don't know if they get in. So Terran has the 3 mana to pay for ward here. I don't know if that's... Okay, so again, we're not triggering the ward. So I think that's a miss... When they do that, I think that's a miss trigger on the player that has the ability. Because I am pretty sure that Hall of Storm Giants has Ward 3. Oh, okay. So he doesn't have to pay the 3 because of Lier. Because of Lier. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, Lier says spells can't be countered. So, yeah, that makes sense. Even though it's not a counter spell, it's an ability that counters it. It can't do that. Jacob, we ended up with 12 teams. So 36 down here playing today. We had a couple of Commander players come in and get some side games going. I think we do this again, but I'd really like to spice it up. I don't know. I know there's a lot of legacy players around, but I'd like to spice it up and go legacy Pioneer, Modern. I think that would just be absolutely awesome. But yeah, Standard, such a bummer. Honestly, Standard is fun right now. Standard is just, for the last couple years, has had such a bad taste in everybody's mouth because of the bannings and all the different things that have happened with it. But it actually is a fun format right now. And with Modern and being in such a good spot and such a fun spot right now, everybody wants to play that, so it's really hard to get people to switch over to Standard. The tough thing is, without getting people to play Standard, it's really tough to get new players, into the Eternal formats. It's such a higher barrier to entry and a steep learning curve and so many interactions. It's just a tough thing. And we're actually having a tough time with drafts and stuff firing. So that's the other entry level format. So mascot exhibition is gonna get a Hall Breaker. So I am all for that as well. Commander is a great entry level format. It's I agree. And Commander decks are cheap and readily available. You just buy a deck and play. So you are absolutely correct on that. And Commander is a blast. So Commander is super fun. Team Unified Modern, Jacob, I want to do that as well. So I'd like to go keep on our once a month with our Modern and kind of our normal tournament, and then kind of throw in an extra one every now and then with the team. So that way we're still offering the the normal Modern 1K 2K, but coming back with some of those team events. So Terran, the Hallbreaker Horror right there with Lier down, just turned a corner with all of his mana on tap. There's nothing Hardesty can do at that point, because Terran is just going to bounce every spell he casts with his entire graveyard to be castable. I mean, Spikefield Hazard to the face. There's just so much he can do. So Terran locking that down for his team, probably going to put him into the top 4. We are cutting to top 4 today, because when it's team tournament, that puts actually 12 people in the top 4 instead of 8 into the top 8. So